cheaper cost of wedding. And now the payment. Yeah, but in our experience, it took 14 months for me to get my visa on hand.
But I think for that, after you get married, then that's when you have to. Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel.
Hi guys, how are you all? It's me, Noy.
And me, Corey.
Are you Corey? Just kidding.
Yeah, I think I am.
So guys, today we have a exciting topic that we're gonna discuss. Yeah, so and if you guys are new here, don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel. And thank you so much guys for the support. So today we're gonna discuss about why we choose to get married in Philippines instead of America using CR1 visa. So there is a advantages and disadvantages. So let's start the advantages of marrying in Philippines instead of America. First is cheaper cost of wedding. And
yeah, it's way cheaper over there, way cheaper than getting married in the US. The rings, the reception, the dress, the food, just everything.
So for the wedding ring, over here, I think the gold 14K over here is really expensive, and in Philippines we got 18K, which it was only, we paid how much was it? 15,000 pesos, which is like $300 over here. But that was way before 2017, so it was like 8 years ago. Yeah, so but probably right now it's expensive already. And we got like a couple wedding ring. It was on sale for if you buy cash. They gave us a discount. It was only 15,000 pesos, and they did free engrave also of our names and the wedding date, which is really good. It was pretty good price and we love it. Yeah, and it was 18K gold. But over here in US, the 18K is really expensive. It was like it's probably 5 grand to 10 grand, huh?
Yeah.
Really over here it's only like 14K. They don't have like they do, but it's really expensive. And about the reception, how much we paid that time?
It was 30,000 pesos.
And it was like a package for 75 persons up to 100 packs, I think. So we paid 30,000 that time. I think right now it's more expensive. And my family was over there.
And all of her friends and oh yeah, and we met some drunk guy too.
Oh my god. Number 2 is you read that one because I already.
It's that her family and friends and relatives were able to go to the wedding. Yeah,
can attend the wedding ceremony. So I have a lot of family, extended family and relatives. So they attended the wedding. Okay.
And this one extended.
And this one, another intermission number. You know that already. Yeah. So that was the advantage. So because I have a Filipino. Usually, if you're married to a Filipina, the Filipino has a lot of family. Family, and like over here in US,
we have no family.
Maximum of 10 probably.
Oh yeah.
So number 3 is when I come to the US, I'm automatically get my green card or permanent residency, which is advantage. Yeah, so after I came here, I got my green card for like a month.
Yeah, I think a month and a half.
And when I got here, November, first week of November, Marleon. And by December first week, I already got my job as a preschool teacher. And it's a full-time job. So that's the advantage. If you have a green card, you can work, right away.
Yeah.
So it was only like a month and then I already worked.
And number 4 would be that she doesn't need to file for adjustment of status.
The AOS. It's only for K1 visa holder. You have to do the adjustment of status. So we don't have to file to do that because we are already married and I'm already using his name, or I mean the family name. And number 5, that we already put it right here. She can automatically find a work using her green card. So it means that's me.
Yeah.
I already found a job after a month of coming here in the US. Yeah, I got my job as a full-time preschool teacher. Yeah, so that's the advantage. And number 6 is no need to do report of marriage or ROM, since I am already using my married name to all my documents, including my passport. So yeah, my passport is already Mrs. His family name. I stole his family name. Yeah, so I'm already using that in my passport and important important documents.
Yeah.
And we're gonna proceed to the disadvantage. Number 1, maybe.
Number 1 is there's a lot of requirements that I had to do. I had to do all kinds of I had to get a CINOMO, I had to get a legal capacity of marriage. I had to do other stuff that I forgot.
Yeah. So the local civil registry office, they required a lot of requirements that you have to file to get the marriage license. So Cory provided legal capacity, which you have to get it from the US Embassy, and you have to pay for it. That was like $50 that time. That was like 2017, right, baby? Yeah, he got it, and then he provided his birth certificate. And what else did you provide? I think that's it.
But yeah, that's it.
And then we have to process the CINOMAR too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I applied for my CINOMAR, and he's too, just to make sure that he is single.
Yeah.
So we provided that and gave it to the LCR, or local civil registry office. Yeah, because they asked that. Yeah, they required for us. So yeah, and then we got married. And we also did a seminar with my friend.
Yeah, Queenie Lou.
So we had a friend that she was the one who in charge for the seminar. Before you get married, you have to do the seminar about the, what was it, baby? It was regarding about the what you're gonna do.
Yeah, I think so. I don't know.
About the married life. Yeah. So we had a seminar, and then it only took like maybe 30 minutes.
30 minutes, 15.
30 minutes or an hour the most.
Yeah.
Which is really good. Yeah, we learned a lot from that. And then, after that, we scheduled because we got married through the mayor's office, to the mayor. So they scheduled our wedding that day. And then, after that, we got our marriage certificate. After we got our marriage certificate, we went to PSA, or Philippine Statistics Authority, to authenticate it. So you have to pay for it. I don't know, I'm not really sure how much right now, the payment. Yeah, and then we got it authenticated, and I brought that with me coming here to the US. And Corey got some copies also for filing for our papers, and he brought like original copy and photocopy of it when he flew back to the US to process my CR1 visa, or conditional resident visa. Are you okay?
Yeah, just like. And number 2 is the visa process is longer. It takes about 15 months or more.
Yeah, the timeline is longer right now. Yeah, as what Corey said, that it takes up to 15 months or more. But in our experience, it took 14 months for me to get my visa on hand. So we filed July 2017, and I got my visa on hand September 2018. And then I waited for a couple months, and then I flew here to the US November 1st week. It was like 2 months, and then I flew here. Yeah, which is not bad, 14 months
and then you met
for a CR1 visa. I think for us, we preferred the CR1 visa because I already had my green card, and I was able to work right away, not waiting for a long time. Yeah, so for us, it's not really a disadvantage, but do you think it is really a disadvantage for having a requirements? I think it's normal to have a lot of requirements because you really have to require it. But to the people that doesn't want to provide requirements, I think that's disadvantage. But we just put it like right here as a disadvantage because according to him, if you get married here in the US, there's not a lot of requirements.
No.
Yeah, so we put it right here as a disadvantage.
This is a disadvantage right here.
And then the visa cause I know K1 visa, it only like takes 3 months or 6 months or more. Which is really
but I think for that, after you get married, then that's when you have to pay money to do the AOS and pay some more money to do something else. And
that's the only hassle thing to do the AOS.
Pay some more money for this thing right here.
So, but the waiting time of CR1 visa takes a lot of time, like longer. You have to just be patient.
Yeah, I think we did a good job.
Yeah, be patient and wait for the right time for you to get your visa. But we did it, and it was so worth it.
Yeah, no regrets.
We did it, by the way, by ourselves, which is DIY or do it yourself.
We didn't hire nobody, no lawyers.
Yeah, we didn't hire anybody. We did not hire lawyer or interpreter or preparer. We did it by ourselves, which is very, very worth it for us. The effort and the time, the money that we spent, it's worth it was all worth it. So next time we can share to you guys our CR1 visa processing. You wanna do that next time? We can tell you how much we spent for everything, but that was 8 years ago. Right now I think it's different already, and it's even more strict. So hope you guys like this video, and thank you so much for watching.
Thank you.
And
subscribe if you're new, and comment on the channel.
Corey is tired. Look at his face, he's tired. Thank you guys, have a nice day. Bye, God bless. Bye. See you in our next topic.
Say bye, Marnie.
Say bye, Marnie.
Bye.
Bye.
Oh, bye-bye.
Give them a kiss. Give them a kiss. Give them a kiss.
Give them a kiss.
Kiss. Kiss! Kisses for Molly! Kisses for Molly! Kisses for Molly! Bye, everyone! Okay.